What's
So
wrong?
I haven't read the extra chapters.
Wow. You're like, it's fine.
It's fine. We're just gonna talk about book
I would
3.
say I would say there's only one that, like, I feel like is there's 2. There's 2 that I think are gonna actually, like, be in play, future books.
Okay. Well, we'll
And
discuss those at a
the
later
Sky and
time.
Breath ones, you don't need at all.
Got it.
Like, they're fine, and you get, like, just, like, a little extra taste of whatever, but, like, you
Sure.
absolutely don't need them. 2 of the 5, I think, of, Flame and Shadow are something that they'll be relevant in future books. Literally
Okay.
nothing else matters.
Gotcha.
Like, one of them is Danica and Bryce on the night that she gets the horror tattooed on her back.
Yeah, I don't need that.
You don't need that one. The 2 that you need are the Rune and Lydia one
Okay.
and the Ember and Randall one. It's Ember and Randall in Prythian with Nesta and, Rasanne.
There's like an Azrael one.
I didn't see anything about Gwen at all. There's a Nesta Azrael, Bryce one, which is, like, very cute. Like, you should read it because it's sweet, but, like, I don't think it has, like, lasting impact on future episodes. Like, they learn how the phone works.
There was like a specific Azrael, like from Azrael's point of view.
So did I, but there's not. I mean, Azrael is in that one, but, I don't know, maybe there are bonus chapters of ACOTAR somewhere that we don't know about yet.
Also, I really want you to appreciate what has curled up in my lap.
Well, she's the tiniest little girl. You don't even notice that she's there.
She is
She's
so
also
tiny.
so noisy.
Oh no. Is she licking a lot?
No, she's like,
Well, people, that would be my golden retriever Dupree. She also has lots to say about Flame and Shadow.
so yeah, some of them take place just,
Also,
like,
my
during
mic
the
is
book.
like literally at her nose, so
Some of them take place, like, during the book, and then some of them are, like, after the fact. And the after the fact ones, I think, actually matter.
actually matter, yeah.
Not that I'm ever like, "No, I don't want," like, one of the Sky and Breath ones is, like, the night that Hypaxia and Therian met each other at the summit. Which,
All
like,
right.
okay.
I mean,
But, like,
honey, everybody can hear
literally
you.
anytime it's Therian's point of view, and I'm like, "And we skip."
And no thank
I
you.
mean, I've never skipped, but I'm not like, "Ooh, yeah, give me more of
Oh yeah,
Therian's
give me
point of
more
view."
Therian.
Literally never.
Yeah.
Alright. Oh. The sniffiest girl in the world.
The sniffiest, lickiest,
Nom, 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 nom.
mouth noise girl.
We've started all 3, all 2. We will start this 3rd one the same way. Elizabeth, as our resident Crescent City guru,
Yes.
give us your initial about, Flame and Shadow.
Okay, so love the okay, let me start this. So because we're in 3 places, I find it very like our characters are now split in 3 places right
Mhm.
now, right? That it is frustrating to read it and not give a shit about what's happening with one group of and we spend so much time with them.
I had this thought. I assume you're talking about Ethan
Yes.
and the wolves.
Yes.
Here's my mild fear is that, like, we're gonna, like, next book will be, like, Ethan's,
No.
like, Ethan is, like, a main player, and I would
Ugh.
be devastated.
I don't think that she would do that to us. So here is my take on Ethan. He is actually useless in this book.
Is he Kale?
He's not Kale. Like, I don't despise him for hating Bryce. Bryce did do those things. But him being angry with her, like, I can understand, like, the grief behind it, right? Whereas, like, Kale is just like, you kill people? And she's like, yeah, I'm a fucking assassin. What do you mean? And he, like, has, like, a hard time, like, putting it in his mind that, like, Selena kills people, but he's in love with her. But how could he possibly be in love with somebody who kills people? Like, that's just frustrating. And he wants her to be something different.
Mhm.
I think somebody put it best that Kale loved Lillian.
Mhm.
Rowan loves Aelin. Sam loved Selena, but Dorian loved all aspects of her.
Yes.
And no fault of Rowan. Rowan didn't really know Selena, and
Totally.
Kale didn't really, but he also knew Selena, but wanted her to be Lillian. So I think that's the best way to put it. So like Ethan, like I can kind of understand his grief. I can kind of understand his anger. But he is fucking useless. And also like, what a whiny little bitch that he was like, I'm in love with her, but I'm just gonna stand in the shadows because like, I don't want to. Like, oh God, like,
Wolves are, like, deeply frustrating from, like, start to finish. Like, Danica's annoying, Sabine sucks. The Prime, I'm like, "Hey, man, like, get your house in order.
right.
The
I know
fuck are
that
you
you're
doing?"
old, but like, let's pull our shit together, man.
And then there's Ethan. And then there's Sigrid.
Who, okay. First of all, we break Sigrid free. Spoilers. Literally just to kill her like 10 chapters later. And then to bring
Yeah.
her back just to be a Reaper, and she just kind of fucks around now? Like,
I mean, I would argue that, like, right, that's
that's
the point of Sigrid is that the Fendir line is
is
fucked.
broken and
Is
fucked.
broken. Like, and just like finding some random Fendir does not solve the problem. Like, you need to dismantle the
Right,
system. And the
right.
only way to do that is to like install a new person. And that's Ethan, unfortunately.
Now, do I think that he'll do right by the wolves? Yes, but is he being a whiny little bitch about it? Yes.
Also, like, do the wolves give a fuck about anybody else? No.
No.
Because what's crazy to me is that Ethan makes the same mistake twice. And you're like, did you not learn your lesson the first time, my guy? Like, what
Right.
the fuck? Like, he's supposed to go at the end of Sky and Breath to the Eternal City, and he's like, I can't. I have to take care of wolves who also don't give a fuck about me, beat me within an inch of my life, kicked me out of the pack, and like gave me a soul wound. But yeah, I gotta go back to them. He spends the whole book being like, here's my new pack, and this is my real family, and like it's found family, and we're all in this together. And like in the moment where he is needed, he's like, ugh, gotta bail. And then he does it again. And you're like, what the fuck, dude?
I mean, my argument kind of I think I made this argument last week with Sky and Breath, but it's more true in this book. The moment that he goes to finally fucking shows up at the Eternal City, which, by the way, I have a giant issue with the fact that they're just bebopping between these two continents. Like, it's no big deal, because in the first book it seemed like they were like, you had to sail for fucking months
This
away.
is why I'm begging the next Crescent City book. I want a map of the fucking world, not
Ugh.
Lunathian. I don't need
Can
a
you
map of
stop?
Lunathian. I need to know, where is the spine? Where is Nidoras? Where's Nenna?
What were those words?
Where do her parents live?
Nadaros?
Sure. And then
Nidoros?
where's the Northern Rift?
Nenya.
Oh, that's not got like a thingy on it.
What to tell you? It's not. What did
Nenna,
you?
Nena.
No, Nenya.
There's no thing on it to give it like a.
Well, you're just supposed
I'm
to know,
just
all
saying.
right?
I'm
Is she
just
still?
saying.
Can you still hear her?
Of course, but she's just like,
Okay, great. Well, that's because she's hot, because she's curled up in my lap.
she regrets nothing. She continues to do it. Elizabeth, please pay attention to me. I'm begging you.
And she
So
keeps
the
inching closer
wolves,
and closer to the mic.
I hate all of the wolves. I am
Yeah.
fascinated to know where we're going with Perry.
Well, obviously they're mates, I think.
Yeah, but it's that's for sure. But there's this thing of like she takes the antidote doesn't like stick with her. Like she takes it, he gets like a blast of something, and then like she returns to like her omega status. Like she never took the antidote. And Ethan like marks of like, that's weird. That I don't like. He smells like strawberries and cream, where the fuck he smells on her.
Strawberries and cinnamon. I think that that's a weird combination.
So like he gets a whiff of her and he's like, oh, like this is not an omega. And then he sees her again. He sees her 2 more times, and both times he's like, how is she back to being an omega? Like how is she
Well,
not
she is
not juiced?
cowering. Well, she
Yeah, but like
is juiced, but not. I think that she might be like repressing it because of Amelie. Fuck Amelie.
fuck
Like,
all of the wolves. I hate all of them.
see, I and we kind of see. I don't understand why we wouldn't be more related to like Fenric.
Okay. I'm still thinking that he's got
No,
some Haviliers.
I'm pretty sure you blew into that, and it's that you caught that wind off of left field, and
Field. Because Lydia is a very, 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 very 100 million times
where
over
are you going?
descendant of Brandon. It's not weird to think that a Havilier at some point mixed with a wolf. That's not weird.
No, it's weird. No, I don't like it.
You could not like it, because that would also explain why why the Fendir line is so strong if they are in part descendant from the Havilier line.
You just said that that it was the Holstroms that were from
Sorry,
the
the whole
Havilier
strip.
line.
And that they're like potential alphas, right? That who have been sort of like a little downtrodden, and they just are like acquiescing to Fendir. I'm just saying,
No.
it's possible. Also, Holstrom, Havilier, it's not that impossible.
No, I reject this. I think that you're making shit up now.
I don't think I'm making shit up at all, and I think you know it.
No. Anyway, like he gets to he gets to the Eternal City, and he breaks all the fucking vials.
Yes, but he has the bullet, and that's all that matters. She's
So
like, "Girl,
does
relax."
Therian.
He doesn't break all of the vials.
Breaks all but one.
2.
Two, sorry.
Rune and Lydia get an antidote from him.
Oh. From Therian.
Yeah, from Therian.
Yeah, but Ethan breaks all of his.
Yes, again, I said Ethan, the vials were like great or not. They needed the second light bullet.
I was like, no, like.
Wait, I don't remember. Do we know what the Underking was?
Yeah, I mean, we're like 99.99999% sure it's like one of those things that lives under the those burial places out in. I don't remember what they're called.
I don't remember what they're called either.
But they like feed off of something.
Souls.
If I didn't have this on my lap, I would get Airfire and look it up. But
Souls.
yes. She's so happy.
She's like, I'm the missing wheel of your podcast, obviously.
Yeah, obviously.
Yes, we couldn't do it without you, baby.
Good girl. But yeah, I mean, okay. I think that I like this one more than Sky and Breath. I don't know if I said the opposite last week. But
no, you said Sky and Breath was your least favorite, so that
I think it's because it's all like prepping to this. And I don't like books that like drag on about the prep.
I'm torn. I really just I like the trilogy.
Yeah, I mean, I feel like they're like just complete within the 3.
Like they feel like they really need each other.
Yeah. Like one leads into the other, and it feels very necessary.
She's so happy.
Yes. Yep. Probably the worst part is definitely chewing off a hand. I do love that like Baxian and Rune cannot look at each other. And they're like, we're just not going to talk about it, like, at all.
I don't know, is that the worst?
I love when he's like, Hunt's like, I'm gonna do it, and Baxian's like, my teeth are sharper than yours, and he's like, your teeth are the exact same as mine.
Well, he's like, "Maybe when you're the hellhound, but when you're just an angel, my
Right.
guy, they're the same fucking
They're
teeth."
the same fucking teeth.
I will say, I already said this to you, but I'll say it again. Hunt is not as annoying
I can
this time around.
So I started re-listening to it, but I haven't gotten as far. But yes, I agree. He is not as annoying. I find him more annoying in Sky and Breath.
When I find him annoying is, like, he has, like, it's not in the, because I was annoyed with him from, like, start to finish in my first read through. In my second reading, I was mostly just annoyed with him when he would doubt Bryce.
Yes.
And I was less annoyed with him with the, like, weird woe is me, like, I dragged my friends into this, I should have known better. I was like, understand, like, the guilt and the grief that you're going through. And so,
Well,
like,
and it
I have
like
more empathy this time
parallels,
around.
and it parallels like what, or at least is bringing back, parallels and trauma from the rebellion.
Totally.
Um, but the way that Baxian's like, you don't have to carry this burden by yourself. Let me do something.
Right.
He's like, yes, you're the general, but like we can do
But
some
we're
shit
also
too.
here. And
But
also,
we're
like,
also, and we like actively
we
chose to
chose to
be
be
here.
here. Right. Exactly.
Just like Dupree has chosen to be here.
I mean, yeah, there is the sense of, like, you didn't drag us along. Like, we
Right.
made an active choice.
We made an active
And
choice to
that's what
stand
I
here.
found, like, so annoying the first time I read through it, of, like, they chose
Understandable.
this. Like, I
Right.
understand that, like, Hunt's issue is that, like, they didn't know. I knew.
But he knew. I'm
Like,
like,
I
I'm
lived
sorry.
it.
Baxian knows, but he's just like, he was on the other end of it.
Mm. Exactly.
So,
I had this thought. Okay, first of all, let me backtrack. I had 2 thoughts. Let me backtrack and go to my second thought first. This book, this trilogy takes place over a very condensed amount of time.
yeah, it's like a couple of months, maybe 6 months.
Like, book 3 takes place over, like, a week,
Yeah,
which
100%.
is crazy. That's thought 1. Thought 2 is, how
Maybe 2 weeks. About 2 weeks.
far in the future do we think the next book is going to be?
Can I help you? I have another dog trying to shove himself underneath my bed. Don't think super far, because like we still have to like now rebuild this world that we are now no longer doing the drop, and we're getting rid of all the
Yeah,
parasites, and
so
like
that is something that they talk about, like, repeatedly in all of the, like, little bonus chapters, is, like, there's this, like, sect of the world that are, like, they don't believe in First Light Zero, that, like, that the government is lying about the fact that they're gonna be running out of First Light, and they just, like, are refusing to conserve First Light because there's, like, a
awesome.
mandate of, like, they're no longer watching TV, and they're only making phone calls, like,
Right.
when it's important, like, deeply necessary, and they're, like, actively trying to figure out, like, working with the Ocean Queen to figure out how she was powering her stuff with
Without
her
first sight.
power and no First Light, and seeing if, like, the dude she was dating in the first book,
Reed
Redner,
Redner Industries.
if, like, Redner Industries can, like, take that knowledge and, like, duplicate it to make, like, essentially, like, a synthetic First Light that would
You mean
then
like electricity?
correct, that would then, like, power everything.
Sure.
That's what, like, that's the state of their world.
Right.
It's
So
like
like
they're really rapidly going back to, like, a Valen type sort of Evelyn. I said it wrong every single time.
now your two fucked
Now
up
you
versions
fucked
are
me
stuck
up.
in my head. A Valen.
Okay. That, like, they're, like, really, like, careening on a path
Yes.
to be like them.
Yes.
Because I had the thought of, like, if the next book is Many Waters, which is what we suspect it will be.
So I mean, if it's many waters, that means that we're gonna be talking more Zetharian.
I'm wondering too if we're not gonna deal with her sons.
Oh, yeah, I mean, I think that we're trending towards, like a Nesta Castian kind of situation where it's gonna be mostly focused on Lydia.
Please, please, please. I'm begging you.
You don't
Please,
like
please, please.
Bryce?
I love Bryce. I don't necessarily want to spend an inordinate amount of time with Hunt right now. I would rather spend time with Rune. But also, like, it has like a Feyre and Rhysand, like they've landed on their happy ending.
Yes.
Like, she's
Yes.
dismantled the patriarchy. Pegasuses are back in the world. They are
She has
married.
her own personal jelly jubilee.
You know, like she's running the antiquities. She's got sprites back in her life. Syrinx is running around. Like
Syrinx.
she is, you know, like they've landed on like what they want. Whereas like Rune and Lydia are like just starting off on that journey.
Right. Sure.
And Lydia's got because she like resigns from the Ocean Queen, and the Ocean Queen is like, okay for now.
You can take a vacation.
That's cute. You're coming back.
That's cute. No, you're not.
And so, like, you know, wherever Lydia's going, Rune's going as well.
Right. Right. I mean, I am interested to I would love to meet her father and dismantle that patriarchy and
Whose father?
Lydia's father. Oh,
Pa
right.
dead.
Dead. Papa's dead.
Dead.
Right.
She was like, how do you feel about killing your dad? I killed mine too. He's like, what? She's like, they took a long time smashing up his body.
It was
I
great.
regret nothing.
I regret nothing.
I'm very curious to know who her dad was and who fathered those sons.
Yes. I mean, I feel like that will come into play. And she's kind of like the heir to whatever wealth she has from that.
Someone is hard at work.
Yeah, Dupree. She's left me. Wilbur has joined me.
Say, Abishon joined you instead.
And now she's crawling up on the bed. Anyway, dogs distracting aside, I would love to see what part of Pangea she's from and all of that.
Yeah, it feels like there's a lot to unpack as far as the other shifters.
There's a lot to unpack in Pangea. We've only really we've been to Nenya, but that's really not a place. It's just a wall and really fucking cold.
Right.
And then we've been to Dupree, leave your foot alone. Then we've been to the Eternal City. That's it. Avalon, but that's an island. And then, I mean, there's a whole part of Valbara that we've not been to.
So it does sort of feel like there's going to be power grabs from people, and we're going to meet new people.
We're going to be dealing a lot with the Viper Queen. She is already stocking up on all of that First Light.
First Light, yeah.
And she's going to be dealing it like drugs.
We still have to deal with the dragon.
Yeah, Ariadne.
And the fact that the dragons are I feel like we're not done with hell.
We're not done with hell.
Because if Ariadne is the only thing that can legitimately attack a prince of hell, and cause damage, that doesn't feel insignificant.
Right. Well, we're definitely not done with hell because we already know that Thanatos is probably world walking, just like Adis does.
Mm-hmm.
And Apollyon.
Mm-hmm. Well, and then there's four other brothers we haven't met yet.
4 other princes that we haven't met yet, who are off basically battling the Assyrian other universes. Because it's now their mission to kill all of them?
Yeah. Yes. I understand that they were not the bad guys in this book, but
I still don't believe that they're 100% good guys.
I'm not inclined to think that they're purely good.
No. Especially if Thea claims that Adis is her mate. I'm like, Thea was not a good person.
No.
She was she straight up killed her husband. So
yeah. Yeah. And they
Which we still have to talk about all of that.
well, and we also, like so the middle is was created by the Daglin.
Is that what they said?
Yes. They say that, like, that was, like that's where they put, like, their, like,
Pets.
playthings.
Yeah.
Mm. So, like, the,
And that magic is wilder.
and, left to its own devices, right? Like, no one rules that space. Uh,
I mean, who would want to? Other than the
Baron.
Daglin. No, well, Baron wants to rule everything,
Baron wants to rule everything.
so
Yeah, and
he
I mean,
doesn't count.
the Baron to, Autumn King, like,
My god.
pipeline is
I'm like,
it's so funny too that he's called the Autumn King
thank you.
because it's clearly a holdover from Prythian.
Prithian.
Prythian. Like,
Yes.
it's like but the Stag King, who was Morven,
Yeah.
didn't hold, like a king like, did not bring a kingdom over with him from Prythian.
I
It's
mean,
just
he's
it's interesting he's not, like
well, I think that it's funny that they call him the Stag King. And
right.
like Lydia is like, yeah, the
Lydia's like
shifters fucking hate that.
Lydia's like, "Suck right off with that shit." Yeah, so it's fascinating, because, again, obviously,
Philip?
like, Morven's powers are coming from the Night Court, the Dusk Court,
Mm-hmm.
like
Well, okay, so like, I mean, we don't really have like an idea of like what the Dust Court is, right? And like what their power is. It can't, I mean, like,
I would say it's the shadows because the shadows are not right, like, Azrael's shadows are unique to him, but
and like they never really say that like Rhysand uses shadows. It's just always like night is like
the
washing
other
off
thing
of
too
him.
is that, like, yes, there's that, but there's also, like, he doesn't have, like, a lot of children or a lot of siblings, so we don't really actually know how that whereas, like, Baron has, like, 7 children, so, like, we see them use fire magic, all of them.
Right.
We
Right.
don't have, like, a case study of what, like, the people of the Night Court have because it's just
Right.
Rhysand, and it will be his child,
Nyx.
Nyx. Like, well, but also, like, he's Feyre's son, so, like, who
So we
knows?
have no idea.
Does
Right,
she
because
pass
like
does she pass along all 7 to him?
well, because like also like he doesn't pass along like night necessarily to her. He passes along his Daemati skills.
And that's not tied to a court because the twins from Hybern had it
Oh,
too. It's
right.
just a unique thing that, like, some people are born with.
Right. Mind speaking.
Right, but it's not directly attributed to a court.
Right. Sure.
But
We just don't know enough about and also like we don't see really anybody else in the night court use powers.
correct, like, because there is nobody from the royal line, essentially, that we know of.
Right, but like every court has like more nature or more. So like what I would argue is that Finn
Flynn?
Flynn, sorry. Flynn is probably most likely a spring court person.
Right, because he has earth magic.
Right, or like descendant of a spring court
And
person.
Satha, what's his sister's name?
Sathya.
Sathya.
Um and probably and Declan is probably from Dawn because he has some of that
Has
healing
healing.
magic. But it's super rare that he has healing magic.
Which Rune has too. Because the
Does he?
other question, yes, when he takes the
Oh, right.
antidote. Because the other question is, like, once everyone has taken their antidote, what does everyone's power look like now?
Right. And like that's going to be the actual question, and then we'll be able to kind of really decipher like where is everybody coming from.
Right, because
Um,
everyone is so muted
right.
in Midgard.
Right.
So that's the other, like, big question of, like, because also you would argue that Prythian's kingdoms, right, got really shuffled around in Midgard because
Right. They
they're
were
just
just
two
fae.
it's just two camps of fae, and
Right.
you live on the island or you live Lunathian, for the most part. But then they all get intermingled because it's not the 7 kingdoms in Prythian. Courts, sorry.
Why?
Why are you like this?
You saying such things?
Like, the point is there are no kingdoms in Prythian because there are no kings. They're all high lords and ladies. Ah. Yeah, I mean, the question also becomes, like, is Thea's power the power of the Dusk Court?
Or is it um from
The
the
Daglin.
Daglin?
I'm inclined to say it's
However,
from the Daglin.
they do talk about every so often in Silver Flame.
Mhm,
She mentions it like 2, 3, 4 times that she can feel like stardust in her veins.
mhm.
And I'm like, oh, really? You can feel stardust in your veins?
Now
There's an 8-pointed star somewhere on you.
that's, though, potentially from the cauldron,
Correct. Which
which
was manipulated by the
Daglin,
Daglin. Because it
right.
wasn't created by the Daglin.
What it is now is what the Daglin made it.
Right. But it just existed and it was not sentient. It was not anything. They made it that way. Correct.
Indeed. So then the question becomes, like, is Thea's power, like, cauldron made? At which point then Nesta really is, like, her closest descendant because they're
Right.
both of the cauldron.
Well, and then we have to throw in the Archeron mother. Like, who the fuck was she?
Mm, I really stand behind the idea of, like, witch.
Yeah. Also, like, the way
The fact that she had
in
an ironwood bed,
Ironwood bed, yeah,
and she is not dissimilar from, like,
from the Blackbeaks.
I would say from
I mean,
Manon's grandmother.
yeah, yeah. I mean, it was like, she was training her, like discipline, loyalty, and pain or whatever it was. Yeah. So I do think that they are, which I mean, but we encountered them in Throne of Glass, but we have yet now we know that witches do exist in Prythian, but we've just never experienced them. And also, there's a whole fucking continent that we haven't even touched on yet.
Yes.
So,
Yeah, and I'm also, like, real fucking sus about Amarin. Like, super sus.
I'm like, after us talking about Amryn and doing my Silver Flame reread, I'm like, ooh, I need to go back and reread and just look at Amryn.
Especially because Reese is like, "We don't have any stories about that." And she's like,
I do love when she's like, and also her timelines are not meshing anymore.
"Nope, they don't match up." And
And the fact that she looks like Fury is sus.
yeah, well, I mean, that question becomes, like, what is she embodying? Because we know that that's not her body, but why did
Right.
she choose that body?
Right.
And what the fuck is Fury?
Right, we don't even know what Fury is. We don't even know what house Fury belongs to. Probably Flame and Shadow, but
We have no idea what house she belongs to. We have no idea what her powers are. Like, we know that she is a
Veneer.
mercenary, and we know that she's Veneer, but we have no idea what her power is. And then the question becomes, when she takes the antidote, will she be able to
What's
hide
gonna
what she is
happen?
anymore?
Right.
Has she been able to play it, just, like, really fly under the radar because of the parasite? And now that that's gone, will she, like, will her cover get blown?
Right. Because, a popular theory is that she's Thanatos' daughter.
Yes.
I mean,
I
she just
don't
knows. I don't think that that's it.
I don't think that's it either. I mean, but, like, is she the daughter of an Asteri? Is she, is she like the Thea of the Asteri on this world? Like, is she like, how is she so high up? Like,
And we
how is
know
she
nothing about her. And, there's,
nothing?
there's, a no-touch order on her.
Yeah. So I
And she
just,
plays, all sides.
yeah, there's obviously so much that we have not been privy to as far as Fury is concerned. And Fury is very guarded and
Yes.
very fearful, and then that also becomes a question of, like, did she stay away because she knew that, like, her presence was, like, a danger to other people?
Maybe?
TBD.
Yeah. I don't know. I'm interested. Obviously, I'm gonna read anything that she spits out, but I'm looking forward to book 4, Many
Mhm.
Waters, even though she hasn't announced it yet. We all know that it's gonna be
We
Many
all know
Waters.
it's gonna
And
be
if
Many
it's
Waters.
not, we're gonna be like, what the fuck then? Or it's gonna be like House of Earth and Blood, and I'm gonna be like, if you give me a fucking book on Ethan, I'm gonna flip
I'm
out.
gonna scream.
Um, and it'll be like A House of Earth and Blood Part 2.
The Reckoning.
But I am very interested. I really can't wait to like open that 6th book to be like, let's talk about Bryce.
I have seen some online theories that book 6 will be like a Tower of Dawn situation, and that will be with more on the continent.
No, no,
Because Moore's gone for like all of that book.
no! Can't have that. I've waited so long. Oh gosh.
We're back, baby.
Nope. We got both now.
Two. I saw two
Yes.
little golden heads.
This is Bianca.
She's like, it's my turn to get lovies, please. I've not been loved in hours. So I have seen some rumors that it's like Lucian
But
and
nobody knows. Nobody knows.
But I did see some stuff of like maybe it's like Lucian and Jurian and Vasa. Maybe it's more because it's smaller than
Yeah, I know. It's like
7.
it's gonna be like a Frost and Starlight.
It's not that small.
But it is
No,
small.
it's not 900 pages.
I want it to be 900 pages.
Well, 7
I
is
would
900
read it.
pages. 7 is that long.
Yeah, and I would rather it
Yes,
be even
put it
longer.
directly in my veins. Well, I mean, you heard the thing of like 6 and 7 were supposed to be one, and they were like, that's not possible. The binding can't handle it.
Well, it was 6, 7, and 8, and 7 and 8 have been merged into one book.
They were like,
And
"Will you chill out?"
They were like, we can't even make a book with a binding this big. And she was like, oh.
Lame. So
Lame.
get it together. It's unacceptable. But I just to like prepare you, mind, body, and soul. It's possible that we spend that time on the continent. Did you also see the thing? We're just veering off of Crescent City. We'll circle back.
Okay.
Did you see the thing about the question mark of where Lorcan is from?
No, but I've always wondered where Lorcan is from.
There's like people like theorizing that he's from Valaris, which I'm like, it's not possible. But
From where?
Valaris, the Night Court.
Oh, yes.
Because he says that he can't remember and that he's from like a town that's like in the mountains by the water. And
But he can't remember.
A lot, right. And it sounds a lot like Valaris, but I'm like, that's a different world.
Right. Like,
as we've confirmed by Midgard, unless they're on opposite sides of the world. But I'm also like, that makes no sense because
that makes no sense.
Homegirl fell through.
Yeah.
The world.
Yeah. No.
My bigger questions are like Daglin. Well, because do we know? I don't remember this. Are the word marks the language of the Volg?
No.
But the word marks are the language of the Asteri, the Daglin.
Yes.
Like, where does the Volg fit in on this?
I don't know.
If Aelin pops into this world, I will.
And she's like, blah, 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 blah.
Can you imagine Aelin with a gun? Let's start there.
Like, she'd be like, woo!
Can you imagine Aelin and Lydia getting together?
No. Oh, Aelin and Bryce? Could you imagine? They'd be like, blah, 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 blah.
So I also just like, from the other piece of the puzzle too, is that with 7, 8, 9, 6, 7, 8, whatever. I don't know. I'm just excited.
You're just throwing numbers out there.
It feels like we can't leave Nesta and Cassian yet.
Yeah, no.
Because of how Flame and Shadow ends, where she gives back the Star Sword, and is like, "You have an 8-pointed star on you. Go figure out why."
Right.
So it just definitely feels like we can't leave the two of them as like main characters. Then the question becomes, do we finally really take that hard left and have more than 2 POVs in an ACOTAR, right? Because 1 through 3, We only have Feyre.
We only have Fabra, yeah.
And then 4, we have, like, a little smattering of everybody, but also, like,
Right, right.
that was, like, a very weird Christmas episode. And then 5,
It's really
it's Nesta,
Cassian
it's
and Cass.
Cassian, Nesta.
Yeah.
But every other and, like, that's sort of true for, like, um, that's, like, the beginnings of the other 2, right? That, like, Throne of Glass and,
Right.
uh
It kind of follows just, like, 1 or 2 people.
right, like, for the first 3 books, we're really only following Chaol, Dorian, and well, the first 2, we're following Dorian, Chaol, and, Aelin, and
Selena.
then we start to get
Right,
wider, right?
right.
Are we gonna finally start to get wider for ACOTAR?
I mean, I hope so. I mean, I feel like we need more than just 2 perspectives. Um,
Especially if we're gonna be on the continent and in Prythian.
right.
And then even within
I don't know.
Prythian, like, we're gonna be, like, in the prison, like, we're gonna be at the prison, we're gonna be
Right, right.
at the night court, we're gonna be, like, more places. We're gonna be, like, the spring court is in shambles, so, like, they have to do something about that. I also keep forgetting that, like, still have to deal with fucking Tamlin.
Yeah. Tamlin is we're not done with him.
I also, like, we can't be done with Hybern either.
No, because there are still people living on Hybern,
Right,
and
and
now they're just fucking pissed.
exactly. But then we also have Colas?
That is from Blood and Ash.
Mm,
Koshé.
thank you.
Ko
Coaching.
Koshjay. Koshjay.
Also, like, how do they fit in with the Daglen?
Right. The death gods. I mean, I mean, we know that they're from another world. So they also did world walking. I mean, I feel like we just need more information on world walking and like who has done it and who hasn't.
Yeah, I'm also just like, sadly, I'm like still like a little concerned about Bryce's powers because I mean, Hell told her that they weren't like the Asteria's power, but I'm like, I don't know. I don't
I
know
mean,
if,
I think that they're similar. I do not think that they're the same. See, I truly do think that they are like
I'm mostly just like, I don't think we can take Hell 100% at their word.
no. I mean, I don't trust them enough for that, but I do think that it is Dusk's.
Power.
Yes.
Overall, I think this one's good. I mean,
Yeah.
I have a much stronger appreciation for Crescent City on the
Thank
reread.
God.
And it was never bad for me.
No, but like everybody was like, "Man, it's like third fiddle,"
I
and I'm
just
like,
I just really feel like it suffers from the fact that, like, when people think about Bryce, they only think about, like, the surface level,
yeah,
and they forget about all of the, like, Aelin-esque, like, manipulation and planning and, like, 3 steps ahead that she's doing. Um,
spinner of bullshit.
right. I think people they just are like, "Oh, party girl who's, like, smoking, you know,
And she's just like,
like, snorting light seeker and fucking around on the White Raven." Like,
right.
I think
But she saves so many people. She frees slaves. Like
right. So,
she
I feel like it's
dismantles the
definitely, like,
patriarchy.
justice. I definitely feel like it's, like, justice for Bryce.
Justice for Bryce. We should make that a banner,
We should make that a banner, and,
and it should have hot pink sneakers in it.
I mean, that's definitely maybe the title of this episode, even though we don't normally title it from things that we've said, but, like, this is definitely, like, justice for Bryce.
Yes, it is justice for Bryce.
I mean, 11 out of 10. We'll
I
read
mean,
again.
will be obvious. It's my comfort books, so I just listen to that when I get bored.
I am gonna think I meander into other authors knowing that, like, I will be dedicating the back half of this year
Yes.
to, A Court of Thorn and Roses.
Yes. Well, you have Rite of the Starling to read.
Mhm. I have
So
Ride of the Starling,
buckle up for
and then
that.
I have a couple of other things. It's just sort of like, I don't know if I'll ever have, like, the open space to be like, "You know what? I can take on the Zodiac Academy and all 17,000 books that's in that
I know,
series."
cause like it's currently staring at me, just being like, "You have the first one," and I'm like, "I know, but like there are so many of
There's
you."
so many of them. Um,
Cause right now I'm reading Haunting Adeline, and then I think it's just a twofer. And then it's
Okay,
hunting animal. So it's a
little
little
duology.
duo. Little palette cleanser.
And then do you know what you need to read?
Yes, I know. Long game.
But you have a lot to get to before
I
long
know.
game.
I thought the first one's called Long Game.
The first one is is it called that?
Yeah?
No. The last one is the long game.
Oh. What's the first one called? Game Changer.
Yes. I was
There we
like,
go.
yes.
Yeah. So I've got to read that series.
So fast. You'll read it so fast.
You say that.
You will.
You
It's
say that. I
it's
don't
not a complicated read.
know. Meh.
Eh.
Meh.
Well, I'm so glad we had so many friends today. This was fun.
Yes. Well, I can't leave them downstairs because then they'll just scream and then we'll just hear them. So might as well
they
just
also
have them
Dupree
go
had
into the mic.
Dupree had a lot to say, so I'm
She
glad she
always
was here
does.
to voice all of her opinions.
She always has a lot to say. Philip has the most to say, but he's napping right now. So
Yeah. Well, we might take next week off.
yeah,
Mm, TBD.
we'll see.
Life's getting busy. We might
Life's
have to
getting
take June
real
off.
busy.
We might have to take June off.
A little summer hiatus.
Little summer hiatus, then we'll come back with a vengeance. We'll have watched so much Supernatural.
Mm-hmm.
I'll
have a chair that actually works.
You'll have a chair. It'll be grand. I'll have gone to London and spoken with and I'll speak with a British accent.
Please don't.
Maybe.
No.
We're not ruling it out. That's all I'm saying.
No, I will punch you.
You can't.
The next time
I'll
I see
save
you,
it.
I will, you get off the plane and boom, right in the face.
I'll
Right
be
in the
there.
kisser.
I'll be right there waiting. The second you get off the escalator, goosh.
Douche. Yep. No, I'll even buy a plane ticket so that as you exit.
Oh, that's commitment. I like that.
That is commitment.
Do it for the bit.
Exactly. All right.
Well, until next time.
Until next time. 1-0 plus 1-0 equals, toodles!